Let's see the around the word, which is a compression-based shoulder roll. The first thing that we have to address is that the around the word is very different from the spinny shoulder roll. In the spinny shoulder roll, we're relying on the pivot on the upper back to create the visual effect. Versus in the around the word, we are relying on what the legs are doing, that big movement they're doing overhead, traveling from one side, hovering above our head, and landing on the opposite side. So when you start in your 1990, you want to ensure that your legs take off as much as possible from your side and land as far out as possible on the other side. So if we think of a clock, and if our knees are facing the left initially, our legs are taking off at 3 o'clock and then landing at 9 o'clock, traveling through midday in the process. What you want to avoid, therefore, is going into a candlestick straight away where both shoulder blades land on the floor. Instead, you really want to stay on your side on one shoulder, then travel through the candlestick in which both shoulders are down as you compress those legs towards the floor behind your head and eventually land on the opposite shoulder. We want both legs to be very tight together, and to do so it may help to simply glue one leg under the other. As you go into your 90-90, that would be the upper back leg going behind the front leg. As usual, the rule of continuity applies here, so as much as possible we want to refrain from decelerating in the process and apply one continuous pace to our movement. And once our feet have landed on the floor, we want to spread those feet apart from each other and simply roll on our belly, deciding in the process to end up in a supine or prone position depending on what you have in mind.